All right, now we're going to catch up a little bit here with Michael Haugen. And Michael, not the result you were looking for this week, but still, nevertheless, some big news in your life here as you are making a little transition here in your career.
Yeah, I kind of made this transition 2 years ago when I turned 50. I bowled less on the regular tour and bowled more on the PBA 50 tour. And I've been bowling pretty good, so I said, well, I'm going to come back and give it one more shot, you know, and I wanted to try to chase it and see if I did a couple changes, if I could maybe keep up. But I can't keep up. The rev rate's too high, and the things these kids do, I can't do. And, you know, I've been out here like the first 6 or 7 stops, and it's writing's on the wall, man. It's just time to refocus back to the PBA 50, and you know, I've got no complaints, man. I've had a good run out here. Absolutely.
I mean, when we go back on one of the most memorable TOCs, when you came back to beat Chris Barnes, from everybody thought you were down and out there. So you have had some great events and some great runs here on the tour. But you know, you're actually PBA 50 Player of the Year.
Yes, sir.
So now your focus is on that. What's going to be the change for you? You're going to continue to bowl year-round, or are you just going to bowl during those summer months?
No, I'm still going to bowl year-round. I'll find regionals to bowl. There's also PBA 50 regionals I can bowl. So, you know, it's pretty much going to be a year-round thing. But the idea was that I was going to bowl this tour and transition straight into the PBA 50 tour, and you know, I'd be pretty sharp, so to speak, or whatever. And all I've been is pretty frustrated. So I feel like I'm throwing it okay, but there's just no result, you know. And so I just have to back away from it. And you know, as for next year, I don't know how I'll do it. You know, maybe I'll just find kids regionals and then PBA 50 regionals and stay sharp that way. I'm not really sure. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But
let's talk a little bit about this week.
Okay.
What were the challenges that you saw with the dual pattern, and what did you struggle with?
I struggle with the same thing I struggle with every week. Is, you know, you practice on the pair, you get 15 minutes of practice, and what you think you're bowling on changes pretty quick because of the rev rate. And then as the day goes on, it just gets worse and worse. And with the rev rate out here on this tour, it just takes the front away so quick, and it causes your angles to get steeper. And then because they're all pushing with their rev rate, it throws oil in my break point. So I don't have to move once, I have to move twice. So I have to figure out where I need to go to get away from their laydown point, and then I have to figure out where I need to go to get around from the oil that they've now dispersed into my break point. And I haven't had an answer, which is the reason why I'm going home. So, you know, I wish I could tell you a little bit more than that, but unfortunately it's just, I haven't figured it out. And I think the simplest answer is you just need more rev rate. I mean, you know, Walter Ray's a great example this week. You know, I mean, he made the cut this week. He's two-handing it. He's increased his rev rate from, I want to say, like 290 or 300 to about 410 or 420 by going to two hands. It's allowed him to be competitive out here, and he's getting a little bit better at it. Obviously, he's been doing it for a while now. You know, I mean, it's plain and simple. The answer is rev rate. You need rev rate, and if you don't have rev rate, you know, it's awful tough to bowl out here. You know, they're all home run hitters now. You know.
Well, I wouldn't classify you as old, but you go from one of the old guys, now you switch to the 50. You're one of the young guys.
Yeah, I'm one of the younger guys.
How nice is it, though, to have another solid tour for you to go to really show your skills?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's showing my skills per se, but it's a chance to compete. And as any athlete, you know, any sport, doesn't matter. We love competing. And, you know, boxers stay too long in their sport. You see them get knocked out, take fights they shouldn't take. That's kind of like this was for me. You know, I took a couple of fights I shouldn't have took. Sometimes we just don't know when to quit. And having a PBA 50 tour that allows us to keep competing, you know, for a while, and it's kind of nice. So, you know, I wouldn't say necessarily showcase our skills, because this is still the best of the best. And, you know, I mean, Walter Ray, you know, Duke, myself. I mean, I don't know if Duke cashed this week. I know he was close. He cashed last week. But the senior players, you know, have been struggling out here. I mean, Ryan made the match play at TSC in Akron, but very few seniors have made any money on this tour. And it's just the way that it is. You know, people over 50 don't compete in other sports. And in this sport, we still can a little bit. So, you know, we're showing some skill. Yeah, we have some skill, but even Walter will tell you he's not the same bowler he was 15 years ago. You know, it's just the way it is. Father Time catches up to everybody. So I like to just say that it's a way for us to keep playing the game that we love. And, you know, hopefully we can keep influencing people and give back, and, you know, help generate interest and teach the youth, and, you know, continue to grow it as much as we can. That's the way I like to look at it.
Well, one of the nicer guys on tour that will be missed by a lot of the fans as he travels throughout. But look for this guy to make another deep run at a PBA 50 Tour Player of the Year again here. Michael Haugen, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck in your future.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.